asked me to go and pick me up from they were like, they were mucking around. Dad put it on.
I think there's not going to be music, so I'll put you on straight away. Yeah. Soon after they start coming out, you'll be on.
Thank you.
So I can sit too.
That was different. We had an early game and you told me. You do well.
Is that a new addition to your set?
Was that after Helena's? Yeah. And then she's called 5
Oh, the biggest stadium, I guess. What's the biggest? By size, I think almost.
No, you need to listen to what I'm saying. She's like,
Hey, buddy.
Left side of my face. The right side of my face.
Hopefully it's moving behind the trees, but you see, as soon as it goes behind the trees, it's going to be cold. Never good enough.
Wow. Okay, so I have a few just made up.
Okay, Eric, you on? Eric? Eric,
Yep.
careful about talking.
The reps are fine. So,
wow. I guess she's
appeared in Thailand from social media. We had no idea what was happening to him. Last night he was refereeing the game I was commentating. First time I've like seen or heard or still knew he existed for like 8 months.
Yeah, it's like a lot, like been up there.
He hasn't been missing from
Yeah, it's so good. But take my son.
Oh, back. Did I miss anything?
maybe scared him.
Yeah, because that's what
Should I talk to the rest?
basic.
Okay, I've got Chantel Simons. Why? Yeah, nothing's coming up. The ref seemed like you go previously.
Dad, what about
Yeah, there's a new team song as well.
Yes, there it is.
I couldn't quite hear it. How'd you go? We lost on there. No, we didn't. No, this is how we can 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, that's one guy who started after the yeah.
When you give notice in advance, that means that it's their job to find somebody else to cover that. And he goes, just put it in the chat when they go.
Good afternoon, everyone. We've got beautiful weather here at Harry Denning Centre. What a change that's been from the last 2 weeks. Welcome to the Football New South Wales League One Women's Match of the Round. Thanks for joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. We're set for a treat here. Sutherland Strikers versus Hills United. And for the home team, Sutherland Strikers. Home is really where they've done their best. That's where they've earned all their points so far in 2024. And now they're looking at a real big challenge because the visitors are the league leaders. Hills United, only 1 defeat so far in the 2024 season. And Hills United, they're absolutely on fire. Last time out, scoring so many goals against Interlions that the Football New South Wales reporter Justin Davies got confused and did the review wrong. But I'll get onto that later. Kaylee Shannon scored 6 goals, not 5. Now, for those of you less familiar with those two teams, it's the Sutherland in what appears to be the traditional representative colours for all Sutherland teams, the light blue jerseys. Hills United, their normal kit as well, with the yellow jerseys and the dark blue shorts. Now, I do apologise in advance. We've had a little bit of a dribble malfunction. I have a Hills United lineup. I do not have a Sutherland lineup. So, oh wait, no, I've just refreshed my app. It's in there now. Okay, so it's just user error. All right, well, that's okay then. That's it. See, the game hasn't even gotten underway and I've already gotten something wrong. I'm sorry, everyone. But in case all of that didn't already tell you who it was, this is Eric Subihano on the mic. I'm really delighted to be here. Let's see, it looks like Sutherland will kick off. And one of their star mid-season signings will get the first touch of the game. That is Gemma Woolley. Moved in the mid-season from Manly United. And Gemma Woolley with one of the more interesting professions that we have in the state leagues. When she's not scoring goals, Gemma Woolley is a cosmetic doctor. Sutherland clearly feel like Gemma Woolley is the best person to make their scorelines look a little bit better for the second half of the season. Anyway, we're underway. And I will take you through the two lineups at an appropriate break in play, which might be now. So for Sutherland, their lineup is as follows. In goal for them, number 22, Chantal Symes. Then number 3, Josephine Koniarski. Number 4, Rosie Degnan. Number 5, Amelia Nimach. Number 9, Georgie Lewis. Number 16, Annika Wender-Dunstan. Number 19, Stephanie Koniarski. Number 31, KJ Schmidt. Number 40, Gemma Woolley, as early touch into the gloves for Chantal Symes. And the rest of that Sutherland lineup, number 49, Lucy Johnson. And number 51, Tori Toomuth. Turn from Alex Attard. I'm trying to get used to that married name that Alex has. And now Toomuth, early pass, trying to break the Hills defence, and then it's an early touch for the Hills keeper, Sarah Easthope, which reminds me, we might as well go through the Hills lineup now. So yes, in goal for them, the captain, number 1, Sarah Easthope, then number 4, Chisato Tokoro, number 5, Olivia Shembry, number 6, Brooke Hasty, number 7, Alex Attard, number 8, Bella Donaldson, number 9, Mao Ikeda, number 11, Isabella Chaberas, number 12, Kaylee Shannon, number 19, Janie Hansen, and number 21, Rani Plummer. And it's Plummer who has to do some defending here. It could be an early chance, and it's an early goal. Sutherland have scored inside 2 minutes, and Georgie Lewis with her 4th goal of the season. Chantal Symes loved that. She's run all the way into opposition territory to congratulate the goal scorer. And Sutherland inside the first 2 minutes, making that home field advantage count. Lovely low finish from Georgie Lewis. And Lewis demonstrating why some people call her the best athlete ever to come out of Barrel. So, there we go. Some early action for you. And we hope you're enjoying the League One Women's Match of the Round as Hasty finds Attard. Attard gets it back from Plummer. And it's Hasty playing it to Shembry. Left to Hansen. Now, I think that's Tokoro on the far side. Decent run from Chaberas. And Chaberas might have cutback options here. And the final touch off. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Despite Chantal Symes' disagreement, shall we say, the officials have decided that this will be a corner kick. The first corner of the game going to the visitors. Well, before I forget, I had a brief chat with Alex Attard before the game. She's informed me she informed me of the presence of a certain group chat, and if certain people in that group chat get shouted out today, they get fined. So I'm glad. It's good to know I have this power, and I will definitely be costing people some money at some point. Anyway, Attard to take the corner. Now it might fall for Hasty, and Hasty trying to scoop one towards goal. Confident stuff from Chantal Symes. Hasty, who from memory scored last week in Hills United's 9-0 win of Interlines, not beating the keeper this time. Donaldson, now met by a strong tackle. I think that's Lucy Johnson. No, it's not. Ah, dear, I'm having a great day. Anyway, inside to Gemma Woolley. Woolley blocked the first attempt at the pass from Shembry. Now it's Shannon all the way back to defend. And off the ball towards Shannon. And touch off Sutherland, so a Hills throw. It's Toomuth with the foot in there. And she gets it back. Toomuth possibly looking for Woolley, and it hopped at an awkward height for Shembry. Toomuth again. Looking for Schmidt now. Yeah, that's Lucy Johnson. Decent cross to the far post, and Toomuth was lunging. And I think there's a couple of Tori Toomuth fans right near me in the stand. They wanted that to go in. But number 51 for Sutherland couldn't quite reach. Johnson here in again with the tackle. That breaks for Attard. Attard is looking for a forward option. She has been pressed. Now Attard still looking for options. In the end, settles for Hansen on the left-hand side as Hills look at it. Shannon's able to turn and looking for the strike partner. That's Isabella Chiberos. Tight angle, right side of the box. Now, what are her options? I think she was trying for the cut back. That's very loud congratulations from Chantel Symes, but she deserved that.
She only does loud.
Yes. And that's good defending because there were Hills players coming into the box. Actually, I was watching the warm-up. I think Symes even going so far as to practice shouting during the warm-up. That's the kind of keeper we like to see. Justin Tamey's telling me she was scaring people in the canteen line. Well, but that sounds like a them problem, not a Chantel problem. Second quarter for Hills United. Here's Attard. It's low towards the edge of the box. Hasty playing it back towards Attard, and she got back on side. So the cross, outswinger. Donaldson has digged towards Chiberos, and that's blocked by Tumeth, who came in out of nowhere. Looked like a great chance for Chiberos. Tumeth gets in the way at the expense of conceding the third corner of the game. But Sutherland at the moment leading where it matters on the scoreboard. And if you just missed the opening goal of the game, in the second minute, it was Georgie Lewis who has put Sutherland strikers into an early lead. Attard again aiming near post. It's played up, possibly by Woolley. Shannon back into the mixer. Here's Woolley again, but Shannon blocks that as well. Decent first touch, and then Tori Tumeth has had enough of that and goes for the sideline, and in fact it will be a Sutherland throw. Oh, for Sutherland, I was about to say they were trying to bounce back after defeat last time out, away to Mount Druitt Town Rangers. As we play on now, Chiberos outside of the boot, and it could be a chance here. And it's what? It is. No. Yes. And I was looking at the officials from the signals. Chantel Symes convinced that it was a handball. This time she agrees with the officials. So it stays at 1-0 to Sutherland strikers. Decent run from Tokoro. Actually, good pass as well from Chiberos, but that was never going to stand because of the handball. Chiberos trying, I think, flick again. Now here's Shannon. Hills United is the leading scorer for the season with 19 already. 18 in the league and 1 in the cup. And as I said earlier, that includes 6 goals last time out. A double hat-trick, if you can believe that, against Inter Lions. Throw in. And clearance not quite what was intended. Another corner coming up. Once again, everyone back for Sutherland as they defend the set piece. Attard cleared away from danger by Lewis. Now, it might break, I think, for Lucy Johnson. And Johnson, nice pass. And does it stay in play? And by the way, in case you're wondering why this pitch is looking so nice after all the recent weather, I've been told, actually, having a chat a couple of weeks ago with Gemma Woolley, that it is a hybrid pitch. And Sutherland strikers clearly aiming for the best of both worlds with such a surface, and with it being partially synthetic, but still having kind of the feel of grass, because we can have action on it even when we've had a lot of recent weather, which is of course what we've had in the Sydney area, but it's much much better weather today. Tumith wrangles possession. Now it's Schmidt. Thinks about it, then delivers. Yeah, that took a touch. So it's Sutherland's first corner of the afternoon. Well, a brief shout out to the substitutes. Firstly for Sutherland, on the bench for them, Leila Shapanik, Sabina Kafle, Elka Coombs, Shelley DeBrincat, Kira Mukatas and Stacey Ellis. And I think I'll run through the Hill subs, possibly at the next dead ball. Looks like Woolley has been decided to put off the keeper. And delivery perhaps towards Woolley, but it's very safe hands from Sarah Easthope. And she's looking for the quick ball towards Alex Attard, and Attard might have got round the defender. So players in both yellow jerseys and blue scrambling back as quick as they can. There's the turn from Attard. She could go all the way. Here's Attard. Eventually the shot is blocked. That'll be a corner kick. And here's the delivery. And it's a good ball, but that's equally good goalkeeping. And Symes with the quick roll out to Johnson. Past the challenge. Good tempo to this in the early minutes. And there's Shannon. There's at least ending up. She's slowed down that Sutherland attack. Now Hills can get everyone behind the ball. And by the way, the Hills bench, as Tumith plays a great ball towards Schmidt, and Schmidt, the first touch a little bit too heavy. Easthope gathers, but yes, the Hills bench, their backup keeper is Bridget Ryan. The others, the coach Alan Tassis can choose from later if he needs to. Emma Jackson, Bianca Galliini, Desiree Galea, Madison Tassis, and Ashley Houston Richardson. That's Attard very busy in the early exchanges. And there's another decent run, but Sutherland had enough bodies in the way. Goes back to Hills and to Donaldson. Shiberis trying to get away from Degnan. And Shiberis has won the free kick. Alex Attard lining up the long-range free kick. Chantal Symes very particular with the positioning of the three-player wall. Attard winds up and shoots. It's off the crossbar. Great effort from Attard. Tumith clears. And Alex Attard inches away from an equalising goal for Hills United. Actually going to be a tricky task for Symes in this first half because she was looking directly into the sun for that one. Even so, fine strike from Attard. She was unlucky. As a throw-in down the line, and what's the decision? Goal kick. Georgia Lewis, today's goal scorer, is not getting the throw in because of an excellent tackle from Brooke Hasty. For Hills United, certainly scoring a lot of goals recently, not just last week, 2 weekends ago. They had a very successful trip to South Nowra. It's a long old trip, so you'd better win, and they certainly did so, defeating Southeast Phoenix by 8-0. Tori Tumith read that like the Sydney Morning Herald, and now she's trying to start an attack for Sutherland. Johnson. Johnson again. That's Shembri playing it towards halfway. Now Shannon for Hills. Tokoro outnumbered there, so Donaldson looking to help her out. And it's Hansen who can't keep it in play.
Because that's what Izzy's scared of getting it. She's just got the balls on it now because she's scared to. No, but hers is like temporary. It's not like the. It's like a rubber thing, just for now. Because she's like, I don't know. Because like, I can't do it. You have to chuck it out. It's nice. That's probably what they're trying to warn you like that.
Throw in blocked. It was a good touch off the chest, but then Donaldson wins it back for Hills. Tumeth stops the ball, getting to Shibaris. For Hills United, it's a busy old time, so chatting to Alan Tassis before the game, he's certainly glad that this game was able to go ahead at the scheduled date. Good tackle there, because wasn't Alan Tassis not really keen on a midweek trip to Sutherland Shire. Hills are very busy. They actually have a game on Wednesday night, and they travel to the Northern Beaches. Speaking of long trips, they'll be playing Seaforth from Manly Warringah Premier League, and that's for a place in the Sapphire Cup quarterfinals. That's a pretty big game in 3 days' time for Hills United. Throwing towards Johnson. Now Lewis. And Lewis couldn't quite wrap a foot around it. So it's a goal kick. Attard skips past the tackle. Shannon into Johnson. It's Attard keeping it alive. There's, I think, shouts on the left-hand side. Ikeda back to Shembri. And Tokoro finding Shannon. That's played up into the Hills, a third of the field. It certainly was very warm at kickoff, very un-June-like weather, although the breeze sort of felt about 2 minutes ago, coupled with the lengthening shadows. I reckon the second half, once the sun ducks behind those trees to our left, will be much more traditional June temperatures. Johnson has runners. We've got Schmidt and then Woolley getting involved. A couple of fortunate deflections, and there's another one which might give Gemma Woolley a chance. It's a foot in there for Hills. Good work from Shembri. Hansen thought about the back pass, and she's pressured by Schmidt. Goes down the line. Nice flick from Tokoro. The ball is with Sutherland up once again. Back to Chantal Symes it goes. And we have already had one result for this round 16 of the League One Women's. It was yesterday down at the ground me and my friends jokingly called BHP Oval. That is, of course, Sir Ian McLennan Oval. And a big win for SD Raiders, defeating Flame by 6-0. So for the time being, that means SD Raiders have drawn level on points with Hills United at the top of the table. Just Donaldson towards Shibaris. Now Shannon. Scoop pass from Shannon. And it was initially off target. Donaldson's doing her best to make something of the situation. More good defending by Sutherland. Now, so about heading into the 20-minute mark. Another run from Shannon coming up. Here's Degnan forward, aiming for Schmidt. Defended well by Hansen. Now, Tokoro. Attempted 1-2 with Shibaris, and Shibaris will collect the clearance as well. Now, Shannon is Attard, so she's got the overlapping run from Plummer if she needs it, but instead back to the centre backs. Now Plummer's the target. That's a nice ball from Shembri. Back to Attard. As they try to pass out of kind of congested area, that's lovely interplay. Attard delivers, and it's more safe hands from Chantel Symes. By the way, just looking at my stats, Sutherland have done something quite noteworthy. It's that early goal to Georgie Lewis, as that'll run through the keeper. Is the first time Hills United have conceded in the first 15 minutes of game the whole season. So, well done to you, Georgie Lewis. You've created a little bit of history. Yes, yes, and the head honcho behind College Matildas, Lockie France, reminding me she's Barrel greatest athlete. It's a shame Lockie missed that because I've already said that on the stream, but you know, too busy chatting with Justin Davies. Don't blame him. Now, Woolley could be after this, so is Plummer though, and Plummer opts for safety, sends it into the fence.
Oh no, she's not with the 49.
James Lewis gets the shots, back to Degnan. First time ball towards Woolley. Woolley's followed by Shembri. Out wide to Schmidt. Schmidt crosses. Easthope delivers. Johnson tried her best with a big leap right at the end. Easthope not put off like that. Off from the back of Degnan, and it's Shannon. Now Shabaris, and then that's good positioning from Degnan, as Shannon could have been running through on goal. Attard. In the one-on-one situation, it'll break for Plummer. Now Lewis is back doing some defending. Plummer, that's Rounder. And sent into one of the muddiest parts of Harry Denning. As the pitch, this hybrid pitch is looking fantastic. Can't necessarily say the same for some of the spectator areas here. But the pitch is looking good, that's the main thing. Here's Donaldson. Now Attard. And Attard shoots, and it's dipping, it's in! What a goal from Alex Attard to level the scores for Hills United. She had the space, she let fly, gave it some violence, and it's Sutherland Strikers 1, Hills United 1. By the way, it's shout-out time because I know, there's a decent chance, thanks to a washout in NPL, that certain people who know Alex Attard will be watching. So shout-out to her husband, Brad, who I know is not occupied today because that NPL game, actually the top of the table NPL Women's New South Wales game between Sydney Olympic and RPL Leichhardt has been washed out. So he's got a free Sunday afternoon, and presumably we can look forward to more Thursday night football at Petermore Field at some point later in the season. Now, back heel there, and it could be another chance now it's offside. It was a great save anyway from Chantel Symes. But let's see, are we just going to do... No, we're good. Because she has the ball in her hands, we're just going to get on with it. Love to see it. Hansen is proactive, trying to beat Woolley to the ball, although Woolley has it anyway. Now, decent ball to Schmidt. Tackle there from Shembri. Shannon. Shiveras has the wide runner, which will be Tokoro. Shiveras. Far side, no. Will do my best to try and see things on the far side of the field, but unfortunately I'm not getting any younger, and my eyes aren't getting any better, so if there's errors, well, oh well. Also, I think my binoculars broke. I was trying to zoom in on the benches on the far side, and my little dial just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning, so, oh, what can you do? Decent long throw, and it's boomed out of the box by Degnan. Another throw from Hansen. It's back to Tokoro. And that's Ikeda, Mal Ikeda.
No, but the two together, like it sounds like.
Backwards pass, of course, giving strikers an opportunity to step up. One of the forwards thought she had to go at stealing in and potentially a one-on-one chance, but now it's Donaldson and Shannon. Shannon cuts inside. And is Shannon sends it all the way across the face of goal. I spoke about Kaylee Shannon's goal-scoring record. Kaylee Shannon, the league's second high scorer, as I said earlier, 18 in the league and 1 in the cup. And Isabella Chaberas, her strike partner, not too far behind. 16 league goals to put her in third position in the League One Women's Golden Boot race. So a strike partnership that just past halfway is combined for 35 goals this season. You can see why Hills are where they are. Now is Donaldson. Shannon's. Chaberas. Now Attard. It's a low cross, zinged across the grass. And the first time pass finding Tumith. And then that's the battle. I think that's an interesting battle there. It looks like Olivia Chambry's been assigned, was doing more of the marking, the one-on-one defending against Gemma Woolley. It will be interesting to see how that battle develops over the course of the game. Now, works out for Kaylee Shannon, and Shannon's going to try and use her speed, but there's two defenders to beat. Supporting run from Attard. Well, Shannon might go herself. Here's Kaylee Shannon. It's low and saved. Well, that would have been one of the goals of the season. Contact at the end, not with the required power to beat Symes, who gets on with it. Then Donaldson, another touch for the Hills midfielder. We mentioned the Sapphire Cup earlier, or as I like to call it, the greatest cup competition in the world. And Sutherland Strikers entered that this year, of course. This year as well, and as a League One women's team, they've got to buy through to round 2. Woolley's going on a run, trying to hold off Plummer, and is Woolley goes wide. Well, it's wide because of a touch, so it's going to be a striker's corner. They're going back to the cup. Strikers by to round 2. They faced Quakers Hill Junior Soccer Club from the Blackhound Association. A long, long away trip for folk from Sutherland Shire, but they did win 5-1. Got a bit unlucky in the next round, though. They faced MacArthur Rams, and MacArthur decided to play every single one of their players coming back from A-League women's duty, so they can't. It was a 9-0 loss, but I don't think that's any fault of anyone at Sutherland, because that team, the team MacArthur put out that night, would be a decent shot at making the A-League women finals. Anyway, back to this game, and for once, media's annoying someone, and it's not me. As the corner is not perhaps what Sutherland Strikers were hoping for. Easthope sends it left to Hansen. Shannon. And now backwards pass didn't work out, so here's Woolley with an option to a left. And now Lewis. Brooke Hasty needs to scramble. And Lewis, it's saved, and there isn't enough of a bobble to give Woolley a chance of a tap-in. There you go. 1-1, and look like there's plenty of chance of being more goals in the remaining hour or so. Just about at the half-hour mark here. And if you've just joined us, Eric Subihano with the commentary here from Harry Denning Centre, the League One Women's Match of the Round. It's currently Sutherland Strikers 1, Hills United 1. Sutherland Strikers open the scoring in the second minute through Georgie Lewis. And there was an equaliser, I think, after about between 25-minute mark, and that came from Alex Attard. Hansen. Very prodigious with that long throw. It's the Hills left back. Good defensive header from Tumeth, though. Tumeth going long. Now Shembri lobbing it back, but that'll fall for Johnson. And Johnson, foot in there from Hasty. It spins towards Plummer. And Degnan going backwards. Degnan, pass blocked by Attard. Restart with a throw from Annika Wender-Dunstan. Bounced it back off Lewis, and then the ball forward intercepted by Hasty. Bit of a centre-back run, and then Shabaris saw the overlapping run from Attard. Now it's with Attard. 1-2 with Donaldson. Degnan slows her down. Supporting run from Donaldson, and then Degnan. Good tackle, and she's got a bit of grass in front of her. Lewis. Lewis couldn't get the ball past Plummer. Another throw from Wender-Dunstan. Johnson, the shouts. She's found a decent ball to Nimuch. And then Dockerow with the block tackle. Now Degnan. There's Johnson. Tumeth had the hand up. Good switch from Johnson. Tumeth delivers and doesn't make its way to Lewis. It will over the far side in that shadowy corner. Supporting run from Wender-Dunstan. Degnan's stepping up, trying to keep this attack alive for the Strikers. Johnson rides the tackle. Good switch of play. And Josephine Koniarski. And then another good interception from Shembri, and she plays the ball off Tumeth to win the throw. Hansen. Shabaris the closest to this for Hills, but the three defenders in the way. Able to block the path, although, actually that was a pretty safe pass, but from our vantage point it looked like it was very under hit. Symes knew what she was doing there. Then Lewis wins the throw-in. Hasty looking for Shannon. She was able to turn. Now she's aiming for Shabaris. And Shannon doesn't give up on that. Degnan, well, she still hasn't given up on it. I'm just going to keep one eye on Shannon, who's feeling a bit sore, but she's got up fairly quickly, so she should be okay. And now on the far side, that works out for Hansen to get forward from left back. Actually, Shannon has gone down to the grass again, so you might see Hills physio at the next stoppage. Of course, Sutherland, they don't have to play the ball out. They're fully entitled to keep going. And here, they will. with Degnan playing it out to the left. Now Plummer, well, it's good determination, and now, does she play the ball? Yes, she does. I'm thinking, will Hills play it out? No, they'll go on as well. And Attard getting all the way into the box. Decent ball, and then saved by Symes, and finally Kaylee Shannon can get some treatment. In fact, the early sign's not looking good. We'll see, but Alan Tassis might need to go to the bench early. So while we get some treatment, and I think the players are going to take the chance to have a well-earned drink and possibly some instructions from the coaching staff, we might run through the other games in Football New South Wales women's competitions that you can watch today, the same way you're watching this one on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. So the action starts in about half an hour's time at 4:40 p.m. from the incredibly cold Northbridge Oval, where Bulls FC Academy host the University of New South Wales, and that'll be called by the Professor, Melissa Muscat. And if you're a regular watcher of League One women's streams, you've almost certainly heard her voice. That's the earliest of the NPL women's games for today. There's 4 NPL women's games at 5 p.m. So up on the Northern Beaches, it's Manly United hosting their near neighbours Northern Tigers. Well, not that near actually, but the closest one to Cromer Park, I feel. Yeah, Manly United versus the Tigers at Cromer Park. Also at 5 p.m, MacArthur Rams versus Football New South Wales Institute at Linwood Park. Then at Valentine Sports Park number 3, Sydney University versus Northwest Sydney Spirit. VSP3, the ground affectionately known as the Postage Stamp. Shout out to Football New South Wales reporter Justin Smith for coming up with that nickname. And at the Postage Stamp will be another new and highly valued member of our commentary team, Annabelle Banfield. And then the final 5 p.m. game in NPL Women's as we get back underway. It's Blacktown Spartans versus Emerging Jets from Blacktown Football Park, and the People's Champion Nicholas Kutniak will be in the shipping container at Rudy Hill to call that one for you. Tackle there from Tokoro. So there was meant to be another 5 p.m. kickoff, but as I said earlier, there was a washout. Peter Moorfield washed out, so we will not see the top of the table clash between Sydney Olympic and RPL Leichhardt, or at least not yet. So big sad as we do not get to hear Will Constantinidis today. So of course with the weather we had, I mean, if you know your venues, you won't be terribly surprised that Peter Moorfield was washed out. Johnson, lots of yellow jerseys in front of her, but not phased, and decent ball, Tumeth, still going, and then tackle. Had to be clean in the box from Hasty, and it certainly was. Tokoro. Okay, so Hills are, unless I've lost the ability to count, which I suppose it's very possible. No, Hills are playing with 10 for now. So Kaylee Shannon's still being seen to. I can just about see the physio table on the far side. So, possibly a big chance for Strikers to retake the lead just before half-time. Tumeth, first time to Lewis. And then Lewis turns. It's a decent ball, attacking it at the far post well. It was the late run from Schmidt, and it needed the vital touch from Janie Hansen. Corner kick coming up for the Strikers. Once again, Johnson is on fly kick duty. And I notice this time, thankfully, the photographer is nowhere near that corner. Show her. Yeah. I look forward to seeing those photographs later in the game. Oh, later in the week. Johnson delivers. A bit more foliage in that corner kick than Sutherland wanted. So, as I was saying earlier, as I finish that thought about streams coming up. Yeah, of course, there was a washout at Petermore Field. So with the weather we've had recently, I suppose it's a good thing that Illawarra Stingrays are playing away, and they're playing in the match of the round at the Arctic Circle. Stingrays away at Gladesville Ravens. 5:10 p.m. kickoff there. That slightly odd Gladesville Ravens home kickoff time. Of course, it's a NPL women's match of the round, so of course that'll be called by the Serbian Martin Tyler, Nikola Pozner. I hope he dresses warm, because that. I'm being told he does dress warm all the time. Well, smart man. Now, Schmidt has gone all the way around the challenge. As the second defender was Hansen, stopped her progress. Delivery from deep, headed away by Hastings. Now Plummer aiming down the line, but that's going to be all Sutherland. Wenda Dunstan playing it to Nimach, now Tumeth. Johnson wants the diagonal. And too much pace on that one for the Tasmanian to reel it in. Now, first on ball from Shibaris, and Shannon, well, it's good to see she's back on the field, so Hill's back to the full complement of players. She's feeling fit enough to try and make a run that breaks the lines. The passer is behind her. Donaldson, if she can turn, she might have some options. One of them is Attard. Attard drops the shoulder, gets past the challenge. Attard with a cutback to Shannon, but it is cleared. Cleared by Nimach. Attard goes on another run and aimed to the edge of the box, just behind Shibaris. And then Schmidt gets past the first challenge. It's 3-on-4 from the Sutherland perspective. Chambry breaks it up. So we look ahead. Beside me, Justin Davies, very studiously writing notes for his review of this round 16 of League One Women. So that'll be available, what do we think, late tonight? Yeah, that'll be, yes. Because there's no real late kickoffs in this round, but so you can read all you need to know about this game. Yesterday's game between SD Raiders and South Coast Flame. Tackle there from Shembry. And the other games that will be played, which is a big one on the Central Coast between Central Coast Mariners and Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Also a game I like to call the Michael Beecham Melee. Marconi Stallions versus Bankstown City. There's also St George FC versus Inter Lions. Southeast Phoenix versus Blacktown City. Justin only has to write about 6 games this round because there was a washout at Cook Park, the one in St Mary's, not the one in Mount Pritchard. Although I suppose the one in Mount Pritchard is also washed out.
It's the same thing, basically. It's like you do the right thing.
Yes. Degnan goes back to Symes, and that washed out game, Nepean FC versus Camden Tigers. Ikeda, back to Shembry. And Shembry, sorry, that's Shannon. Turns briefly away from Tumeth. Donaldson sends it towards Degnan, but it might break for Attard. The Hills goal scorer. He'll try again, but that's not going to bother the Sutherland goal. So, short goal kick from Sutherland. Well, it's no fourth official in this competition, so it's a more old-school footballing experience, as I suppose we have to guess how much time added on there will be played. Well, there's your answer. None. It's all square as the teams head into the dressing sheds for the League One Women's Match of the Round. Sutherland Strikers 1, Hills United 1. Strikers opened the scoring in the second minute. A nice tidy finish from Georgie Lewis. And midway through the first half, Hills United found their equaliser, a long-range bomb from Alex Attard. That's how we got to the score of 1-1. This is Eric Subihano on the mic from Karela. We'll take a short break of about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be back for the second half.
Thank you. Friday. I think Friday night. Yeah, I'm going to Friday. No, this Friday. It's coming up, yeah.
Oh, no, men's not.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Oh, yeah, that's
Yes,
Got a pack.
Mariners.
No, I actually don't want to. I want to do it minimum.
No.
Ellen had the suitcase open on the bed in the spare room for about a month.
Yeah, she was
And every time she walked past, she'd see one thing to put in.
Oh, that's smart.
That's not the
I'm like the opposite. I'll pack plus,
No,
forget.
because last time we went, she literally opened the suitcase, opened the wardrobe.
So
and
KJ
just
Schmidt. I'm on KJ Schmidt.
That's what Hayden's going to do.
Wooly centre forward.
Hayden's got one look. So I don't know. That hat's coming, isn't it? Yeah.
Much right.
Come on, mate. Tastes like the batch.
Lucius Johnson's position is on the field. As usual, on the field.
Just fill in where someone else is.
Yeah, just like, where do you think good space is? Go there.
But not like a big
Who
room, but we're going all over.
Oh, no, we won't see you because we've got his niece's birthday. Oh, we've got to go. We leave the following week. So not this Friday, the one after.
It's not like, yeah.
No, we'll be away.
Don't know like
I said, I know. And then the Sunday Ellen gets back, they're playing at St. George.
Timothy Johnson in there, so
It's in at 5. We'll be at St. George.
I don't know if Stephanie's going to go ski.
No, because we fly back 2 days before Ellen gets back. So we'll be back. Thank you. Yeah, no.
The two couples.
All right. Bye, guys. See you in a few weeks.
I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, but she's not original.
Yes.
You haven't seen where she actually does get her temperament from.
Well, let's move on.
Literally any other topic.
Someone change the topic right now.
Hey, where did you go last night? I know, I was getting contacted from the
What?
Ashley Houston Richardson.
Oh, actually, they need to kill just Alexander for it. Give it a big part. The arch window.
The Jan Vennefor of Hesseling's circle of text.
Alright. See ya. See you later.
Have fun.
You too. Let us know the score.
Text
I
me.
will. Yeah, I will.
Game over. Text me.
I will, don't worry. If they score, I'll just keep messaging you.
See ya.
See you. Go. You were here?
Yeah. I got here and I was going.
Actually, it's when we were trying to figure out where to see Edwards and Blizzard had gone to college.
That was
Those I
Yeah.
saw was on.
Because I was going up there, I was like, I'll just go for a walk, see what's going on.
I was like, oh, this will be easy to find out.
Walk through it.
Yes.
I didn't even realise it. I was like, oh, I took some
What comp was there?
No, I walked on the walk.
I'm filming.
I'm going on the rock.
School?
That's what I'm doing.
School, yeah. That's nice.
School, pre-season, off, who knows.
Somewhere along there.
Yeah.
sure 5 or 6 weeks. They occasionally come.
Oh, you ready to be done by 11? You really with us, we can't. We can't do that.
You had a really, really nice weather and lucky
It's
day.
in my granny father on charge tonight. He showed me how to use it. Yeah, I know how to use it, but it's all good. He showed me how to use it.
Any idea who the backup keeper is? Also,
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'll put on charge tonight.
Oh.
I'll leave it in the granny father. It's in there. Grab it and put it up in the granny father.
Also, we got a Asian Cup qualifier. Yes.
It's 115.
115?
Yeah.
Get on the
You see how Alex...
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's Stacey Ellis.
Thanks, Steve.
That'll be awesome tomorrow anyway. That'll be all
I was getting there through process of elimination, just so I've actually seen the field.
Very thoughtful move to just tape like a 1 onto the jersey. Yeah.
So,
Brisbane Royal tried to take the numbers back onto the jerseys.
Oh, Sutherland shows.
Eric has other memories of that, yeah.
yes, it was a
And
glorious.
A now defunct club.
Which is one of the most Filipino sporting things possible. That they a team named after a sponsor that no longer exists.
Which in turn means the club no longer exists.
Yeah.
Because the sponsor
Oh, no.
is actually the club owner.
And I think the company uses.
Yeah.
Who is this sponsor? It no longer exists.
Me pulling out a 2002 Sega Dream Cars Arsenal jersey. What is this?
It no longer exists. Yeah, that is your Champions League heritage. Cop that college.
Tough times.
I mean, I suppose with that last name, it was too much of an ask to ask Kira Mutakas to spell her first name properly. C-I-A-R-A, damn it. I'm so tired.
You and your famous 45 minutes of that.
Also, the thing wasn't fully charged.
Oh no.
I got most of it. Also, I unplugged my charging cable from I ripped apart the car charger. Oh, well done. Just like, too much anger. Just like.
You always got that in a group of friends, you always got
Look at this. It's balanced enough. Thank you. I'm balanced.
Yeah, my paper is my granny, right? I paid my paper. I submitted clean away docket to remind this one to but I'm pretty good. It wasn't bad run, really. It's more like...
I mean,
can't be took well, but
that's the reason.
oh, I'm going to get half an hour.
You're leading the middle.
I do have a good one. I started
No.
with
5 to 6 minutes.
I see you on
I like that. Yeah, I'm over that away, and then everything add on there was the mood and the way.
Oh, poor you. Okay.
somber and full-time graphic
Never Manly had a mascot, you know, Twitter account, mascot standing for like minutes off.
Oh, no, that was the one that
there was a costume.
Just keep him.
I don't want to waste it. I don't make a fool of myself on my own tweets.
Sydney Uni Flames used to have a mascot uniform. It was one of the badges.
Wait, so do we go for the comedy and tell Dale this?
Dale
Dale knows. Okay. So there's no point trying to say.
Yeah, I told him about it. I was like, Dale, not that type of Robinson.
Oh God.
Well, enough bragging about nice weather. Time for a jacket.
As long as Julian is either cool with it or he's never told me. I don't know what we're aiming for here. I'm still doing a graphic. A graphic for a completely unrelated club in a completely unrelated competition.
Did anyone see any coffee shop or anything?
No, made it on skate.
They sell coffees? No, it's too late, but I didn't think about it. Something like before.
I like one Macedon, not a Macedon.
Okay, Alex, that's ready?
Is it 3-0 to them? Yeah. Oh. Then at some point after one.
This nonsense.
By the way, you won.
Put them together.
The life was
I mean, and somehow like 10%, and then like 5% is against it. Perhaps I should be more worried about the actual commentary. Welcome back to the second half of our League One Women's coverage for round 16, the match of the round at Harry Denning Centre. And it's currently 1-1 between Sutherland Strikers and Hills United. And the Strikers causing a bit of a shock, you might say, early on. As early as the second minute when they opened the scoring through Georgie Lewis. Alex Attard's equaliser as the game finally poised. And there it is, the whistle. Away we go for the second 45 minutes. Scanning the jerseys, I don't think Hills United have made a substitution. Also relatively confident that the Strikers are as they were to begin the game. And right on cue, with the field almost covered almost entirely in shadow, the floodlights are coming on, so we'll have appropriate lux levels for the next 45 minutes. As there's Tokoro trying to keep it alive. Sutherland play towards halfway. Nice 1-2 between Lewis and Woolley. Then Woolley isn't going to reach that return pass. Shembry was round on the cover. And Woolley towards Schmidt. And Schmidt's going to use her speed. To the byline she goes. And across is claimed by East Hope, but it was already out. Goal kick. Shannon. Tokoro. And that's Nimach slamming the ball into Shannon. And Degnan plays it away. That's Stephanie Koniarski. Now Johnson. think must be happy with some defensive attention she was getting, but will go on Josephine Koniarski. Now, Hills break it up. Once again, we see Hills at every opportunity trying to get their strike partners, Shabaris and Shannon, to link up, but as Johnson tries to take it back the other way, he's kept it away from two players. Great ball. Just skips a little bit away from Tumith. And Tumith has Lewis in support, but might go her own way. And she's beaten two players. Now cross into the middle. And Easthope falls upon it before a Strikers player can have a tap in. Roberts. Shannon will get the touch ahead of Nimach, but then Strikers win the ball, and lots of room for Johnson. So she shoots, nothing to trouble Sarah Easthope. So a reminder of the two lineups out there, because I'm 99% sure that neither coach made a sub at halftime. So for the Strikers, in goal for them, number 22 Chantel Symes. 4 at the back from left to right, that's number 16 Annika Wender-Dunstan. Number 4, Rosie Degnan. Number 5, Amelia Nimach. And number 3, Josephine Koniarski. 3 in midfield for the Strikers. Number 19, Stephanie Koniarski. Number 51, Tori Tumith. And number 49, Lucy Johnson. And the 3 up front. Number 9, the goal scorer, Georgie Lewis. Number 40, Gemma Woolley. And number 31, KJ Schmidt. Attard goes back to Hasty. And then could be a turnover, and is. So the shot deflects off Shembri. Schmidt will reel this in and resume the battle with Hansen. Now they double up. Trisanta Tokoro helping out. At least that allows Hills to step up. But here's Nimach. Nimach will deliver towards Woolley. Now here's Hansen playing it over the sideline. Ikeda getting the foot in there. Nice touch off the chest back from Shibaris, and then Ikeda returns the favour. So Shibaris has a runner to the left. Instead will go to the right with Shannon, and Shannon keeps it away from two players. Now Tokoro. Left-footed strike, and it's over. Decent looking counter-attack from Hills United there. Tokoro at least not at this stage, adding to a tally of 1 goal for the season. Tokoro and Ikeda joining in the mid-season transfer window for Hills United. As Hills and Alan Tassis trying to strengthen their squad for what at the moment is looking like a very promising promotion push. Plummer, nice touch. Makes its way to Donaldson. Tokoro gives it back to Donaldson. Ikeda and Attard. Attard. Now, Donaldson was in space, but she was in space because she's offside. That Hills United lineup out there, a reminder of that. In goal is number 1, the captain, Sarah Easthope. 4 at the back from left to right, number 19, Janie Hansen. Number 5, Olivia Shembri. Number 6, Brooke Hasty. And number 21, Rani Plummer. 4 in midfield with number 9, Mao Ikeda. Sitting just behind number 4, Chisato Tokoro. Number 8, Bella Donaldson. And number 7, Alex Attard, the Hills United goal scorer for today. And the 2 up front for Hills, number 11, Isabella Shibaris, and number 12, Kaylee Shannon. Tumith dropping between the centre-backs as he looks to build this latest phase of Strikers' possession. Johnson gets past 2, but not the 3rd. Now, Shibaris. It opens up. It might have been looking for Shannon, and it might still break for Shibaris. Symes with the save. Boot from Hansen. I think, will it have enough juice to get over the byline? Just about. Resumption of the goal kick, and again, Hills don't let it get past halfway. So they'll have another goal kick, will the Strikers. It's getting serious to my right. Justin Davies has gotten the laptop out for the second half. He's a media person who loves writing notes on my phone, just like I do, but yes, it would require only the direst of circumstances to actually submit something on your phone. Have you done that, Justin? Yeah. Oh, plenty of time. Well, I feel sorry for you if you've done it plenty of times. That sounds awful. Delivery from Hasty. I'm told that Justin Smith writes mostly on the phone. Maybe. Is that an Arctic Circle thing? I have no idea. Both teams claiming it. Now Attard. Change of pace and then the chop inside a player, but then the cross snaffled up by Tumeth. Johnson pulls away from the defender to provide the option. Schmidt out wider, but then Hansen stops the progress. And I think Hansen, who's stepping up to press, wants someone to cover her. Schmidt. Josephine Koniarski to Stephanie Koniarski. And Donaldson with the foot in there. Now, Stephanie Koniarski, good tackle. Woolley has a couple of players with her. Can't beat the second defender there, who was Brooke Hasty. Now, Attard wanted the early ball. It was a good run. Sutherland thankful that Rosie Degnan was nicely positioned. Now, Tumeth out wide to Lewis. And Lewis, that's it. Shembry will leave that for East Hope. Shembry and Tokoro broken up. Here's Lewis. And that was anticipated well by Hasty. Now, right side, good give and go between Attard and Donaldson. A cutback, and Shiberis shoots, it's dipping, but not in time. First touch looped up nicely, set up the shot for Shiberis. Wasn't too far away. Now Schmidt has gotten past Hansen. He's giving chase. It's towards Woolley. And Woolley back to Johnson. Now, will break for Woolley. It does. And parried by East Hope. And who's there? Plummer was trying to protect a keeper, but East Hope gave her the shout to tell her everything was fine. And Gemma Woolley, if you're a longer-term follower of this competition, very well known in League One women's circles, scored, Davies, about 30 goals in the 2022 season, and she helped the other mob from the Arctic Circle, Gladesville Ravens, earn promotion to NPL Women's. Now she's back in our beloved second tier with Sutherland Strikers via a stops at Northern Tigers and Manly United. And Gemma Woolley opened her Sutherland Strikers scoring account, I believe, in the Strikers' first win of the season. That was in round 11 when they defeated Camden Tigers by 2-1. And we certainly love it when people beat Camden Tigers here. Now, substitution coming up. It's going to be for Hills. So Davies has signalled the maximum amount of fingers to me, number 10, which will mean it's Bianca Galliini. Good thing it wasn't Ashley Houston Richardson, number 18. I don't know how Justin Davies would have signalled that, but had to take off 2 shoes. So decent shift there for Tokoro. Tocco replaced by Bianca Gallieni, a long-time Hills United player into her 3rd season. As Johnson delivers, and it's off the bar. Now Lewis with a follow-up. And it's still not cleared. It's finally cleared by Hasty. Alex Attard hit that crossbar to our right in the first half. A thunderous effort from Lucy Johnson. Off the frame of the goal, and the score stays at 1-1. So just assessing this Hills United swap, looks like straight swap for Bianca Gallieni, as we can see now on the left side of that Hills midfield quartet. She's got support from Donaldson. Barris hanging further back for the backwards pass. She's run towards the corner flag, and she does find Donaldson. Now Ikeda running from deep, swings it in, and swerving, had Symes at full stretch, just past the far post. Goal kick touch off Johnson, falls for Gallieni, and Gallieni, the inadvertent 1-2 with Tumith. Now she might shoot, she does, Symes saves. Johnson dropping deeper, and then hits the accelerator. A good run across the field. And then, oh, she couldn't find Wenda Dunstan there. Foot in from Plummer. Now Attard. Chaberis trying to get the better of 2 players. And now they'll keep it alive with Shannon. Shannon looking for Chaberis. Degnan clears. Actually, that's better than a clearance. That's a pass to Tumith. Looking for the killer ball. It is too straight for Woolley to get a hold of, and that'll be East Hope's ball. Yeah, and another 1-2 between Attard and Donaldson. Attard heading all the way into the box. Still going. 2 options. Aiming for Gallieni. Will retrieve outside the penalty area. Gallieni back into the middle. Donaldson heads for goal. It goes wide. I mentioned the Sapphire Cup earlier, so might as well run through the remaining 7 games that will be played in round 4 over the next 10 days or so, I think. We've already had one Sapphire Cup round 4 tie. It was a couple of weeks ago when Sydney University defeated Manly United by 2-0 at Cromer Park. Schmidt chasing, and Shembry finds Hansen. As I said earlier, Wednesday the 19th, there's 5 Sapphire Cup games, so among them Seaforth versus Hills United at Cromer Park. A short turnaround for Hills United. It would also have been a short turnaround for Seaforth, but their State Cup game scheduled for today has been washed out. The Buckle Reserve, which is not too far away from here, deemed unfit for play. Also on Wednesday the 19th in the Cup, Sydney Olympic versus SD Raiders. That's NPL versus League One there. Another NPL versus League One matchup at the Arctic Circle with Spirit hosting St George FC. There's also Coogee United from Eastern Suburbs Prems versus South Coast Flame from League One. And it looks like RPL Leichhardt drew the short straw. They've got Shell Harbour away on Wednesday the 19th. So at least one of their players is from the Hunter Valley, so I wonder if she'll get selected. Anyway, Shannon. Decent. Chaberis. She couldn't get the ball in, but she's put enough pressure on to force the corner. Now, by my very unofficial manual tally, that's the Hills 6th corner of the game. This time, the newly introduced player, Bianca Gallieni, will take. Now, Chaberis was closest to it, and touch off her, goal kick. Now, Symes might have rushed that a bit too much. Ikeda, Shannon, and then couldn't link up with a teammate. Now Symes going for the more safer option this time to Johnson. Nice shift of the body for Johnson to get past the challenge. And another tackle is getting past another tackle as well. There's Woolley, stopped by Ikeda. Shannon, there's Woolley back defending and broke it up well. I think that's Lewis. He's been pinged there. We'll check on. The ref will check on Alex Attard first. Attard up very quickly. Alan Tassis, I heard his voice, the Hills coach, encouraging Olivia Shembry to go all the way up for this set piece. And the other centre back, Hasty, delivers. It's over Ikeda and away by Schmidt. Hasty looking for Shannon, and Shannon into the box. Up against two players, finds the cutback. Here's Gallieni, and it's a wonderful goal. Bianca Gallieni is the impact player off the bench. The assist from Shannon was matched by a thumping strike. Bianca Gallieni has put Hills United in front. Chantal Symes has had a great game, but she couldn't do anything about that. Unsavable and right in the bottom corner. And Strikers 1, Hills United 2. And I've got the stream up in front of me. Bianca Gallieni timed her run perfectly and absolutely thumped that past Chantal Symes. That's Gallieni's 4th goal of the season. And it could be a vital one. Hills United trailed early on. Now they have a lead that's so important, both in the context of the League One Women's Premiership and the Club Championship. But there's still plenty of work to be done, and Sutherland have been good value so far. As it's Tumeth to the edge of the box, looking for the precision ball to Woolley. She couldn't quite reach it. And Lewis throwing herself at it at the far post. After that, goal kick. Just listening to what's on the field here, it's not often that Sarah Easthope isn't the louder of the two goalkeepers on the field, but Chantal Symes, for her, seems to have won the vocal battle this afternoon. Ball goes out right in front of the Southo bench. There's the cross and the far post. And it's Gallieni, who for now is the hero for Hills. And she assesses her options. Schmidt with a late tackle. Hills free kick coming up. Hasty's taken a few of these set pieces. And she's up from central defence for this one. Sutherland appear to have the height advantage, so if Hasty goes direct, they'll have to be spot on to find a teammate. Well, she might have tried to catch Symes out at the near post. And the Southo shot stopper absolutely not having any of that. Symes out of the penalty area, dinks it towards Johnson. Heard from Shannon. He's passed 2 challenges. She's got Shabaris free in the middle. Looking for Shabaris, and it could have been 3. It goes over. A big chance for Hills to get some breathing room. The dynamic duo nearly combined again. Good vision from Shannon. The Shabera shot just over. Now, touch off Degnan, and it might break for Attard, but it does not, because Wenda Dunstan is quick enough to play it over the sideline. Lewis, stopped by Shabaris. Good tackle. Attard will settle for the throw. Just to complete that earlier thought about upcoming Sapphire Cup games, there's two more that I haven't mentioned already. And Shabaris will hold that thought. And Shabaris might try and go all the way. Symes is off the line quickly to fall on the ball. And then Tumith absolutely sent the defender there, and she's away. With options either side. Looking for Woolley. Hansen covers. That'll go out for a corner kick. Just quickly, those other two Sapphire Cup ties I haven't yet mentioned. Thursday night football coming up. Thursday the 20th at North Tarahumara Recreation Area. Northern Tigers versus Banksia Tigers from the St. George Association. And then on Wednesday the 26th of June. My goodness. An 8 p.m. kickoff on the 26th of June. That's going to be a cold one at the Arctic Circle. But anyway, that's Gladesville Ravens up against MacArthur Rams. That would involve MacArthur Rams coach Stephen Peters up against one of his former clubs. As the corner comes in, Toomas there. A couple of Hills headers to get it away. Johnson tries a little shimmy. And gets enough room to dig into the cross. It's over Hasty. Here's Toomas, and she's finished for 2-2. Sutherland weren't behind for long. How about that cross from Lucy Johnson to the far post and right on the money. Tori Toomas kept ahead and has equalised, made it 2-2. Oh, getting plenty of entertainment here at Harry Denning Centre in the match of the round. And 20 minutes left. Who's to say that that's the end of the goal scoring? Lucy Johnson and Tori Toomey, of course, two A-League Women champions after earning that title with Sydney FC over the summer. And been trying to combine all game, and it's worked out for Sutherland's equaliser, the goal that's made it 2-2. And Shannon. I think the shouts of encouragement from Chantal Symes tell me that it was Toomuth getting the foot in there to stop that latest run from Shannon. Degnan battling with Shannon, and Souther's got enough numbers there in that corner of the field. Johnson, that's broken up by Shabaris, and a short pull that is subtle as some of my jokes there from Lucy Johnson. Oh well, it's actually gone to Sutherland, my bad. It's gone Sutherland's way. Well, I retract my earlier comments about that alleged shirt pull from Lucy Johnson. There wasn't one. What am I talking about? Toomuth with the set piece. Schmidt heads it on, and Woolley was making the run, as all good centre forwards do. Didn't fall her way. By the way, as I break the third wall once again, Justin got an update from me from Illingdon Sports Centre. I'm actually almost afraid to ask, to be honest. Anyway, I'll leave that with you, Justin. But Plummer. Now Attard. And Attard is looking for Shabaris. Donaldson. Shabaris first time around the corner. Gallieni. Defended well there. The shout from Donaldson. She shoots and it will loop up. And then is claimed by Symes. Now, ever the optimist. And I'll hold that thought. As Tumith is going to try from way out. And Easthope tips it over the bar. Tori Tumith clearly in the goal-scoring mood. If you're a long-time NPL women's watcher, you might have actually seen her score from near the halfway line. I think that was 4 years ago when she was playing for Sydney University against RPL Leichhardt. Tried another long-range effort. Easthope equal to it. It will be Sutherland's 5th corner of the game. Johnson delivers. And Schmidt was attacking it, took a touch off Hills. Lewis will retrieve. And Degnan, but stopped there. And then Attard the furthest forward. But there's enough light blue jerseys in the way to stop any Hills United counter-attack. While Justin Davies continues to look up a completely unrelated score for me. Thanks, Justin. Late run from Donaldson. She shoots, and that will go wide. And that's yes, tough scenes for me on a personal note, but that's nothing any of you need to be concerned about. Second Hill sub coming up. Second and third Hill sub coming up, by the way. Davies has said 19 to me, which shouldn't be the case because there isn't a 19 on the team sheet. I can see number 2, Emma Jackson. I reckon the other one, 19 going off. Okay, thank you, Justin. So, Emma Jackson, number 2 would be, I assume, yep, she's going to left back, replacing number 19, Janie Hansen. And it's also, I think I see number 13, Desiree Galea coming on. So, if Galea's on... I think Bella Donaldson has gone off. Bella Donaldson is the other player to go off for Hills. And it's a bit of a reshuffle from Alan Tassis, the Hills coach. Desiree Galea has gone to central defence. I'll hold that thought. Shabaris trying once more. Got the shouts from Nikeda. Brought down. We'll go on. Now, let's see. Yes, Desiree Galea has gone to the centre of defence for Hills United. And that means Olivia Shembry's gone into kind of the defensive midfield role, the base of the Hills midfield diamond, if that makes sense. And now Ikeda's playing further forward for Hills as they try and get back in front. Here's Shannon. Now Ikeda and Attard. It's the big fence behind the Sutherland goal. Oh. The temperatures are cooling here at Harry Denning, but the action's certainly heating up with those 2 second-half goals. And a little bit of a penalty shout there for Hills United. Not heeded by the referee. Header from Schmidt. Galea. Tumith cushions the header for Johnson. Johnson gets away from Shannon. Now as the run, I think that's Wenda Dunstan. Big overlapping run from left back. Tumith has a hand up in the middle. Which goes short to Lewis. And Lewis. Well, yeah, I'm too far away to make any kind of judgment. And that, don't mind me, that is a Hills United free kick. Touch off Degnan, and now Shannon for Hills. Shabaris, with Degnan scrambling back. Shabaris will need the support. Degnan's done well to slow it down. Now Attard. Attard wins the free kick. By the way, with time running out, we will see a yellow card. I think to Georgie Lewis. Yes. Yeah, that's... So... Lewis certainly getting involved in proceedings with a goal and a yellow card. He's a somewhat disgruntled spectator to my right. Now Hasty swings it in, Symes catches. Well, by the way, gruntled is actually a word I discovered recently. It means, oddly enough, the opposite of disgruntled. Now Schmidt wins the free kick. It's a foul from Emma Jackson. Now, the referee, as is their right, of course, being very particular with the positioning of this set piece. Now we'll get underway. Johnson, low to Tumeth. Was that a look-away pass? Love it. Love it. Now Galliani trying to go the other way. Shannon should be quick enough to reach the ball and tries to go around Josephine Konyarsky. And that's not happening. Goal kick. Another subtle free kick. Now, I mean, just checking, Justin Davies, of course, has to do subs for his review. Sutherland haven't made any subs, have they? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is the kind of thing that I would completely miss, if I'm being honest. It is hard with technical areas on the far side of the field, and broken binoculars in my case. I think it's Galea. Gets it back from Galliani. Sutter once again choosing the right side. Schmidt looks up and crosses. East Hope claims. Too much. That one had too much height on it for Woolley. It's getting more and more stretched. Both teams feel like they can win it. Sutter, of course, a tough start to the season. Shabaris trying to find Roberts running through the center of the field. Degnan gets across in time. Sutter want that winning feeling. Hills United trying to keep their margin at the top of the table. Plenty to play for on both sides. As the cross slammed into Jackson, corner kick, and that, by my very unofficial tally, that levels it up at 6 corners apiece.
Go, girls! Watch your spill.
Here's the delivery. And it's over East Hope. Here's Tumeth. It's a flying header. And Sutherland are in front. Once again, it's Johnson to Tumeth. The textbook downward header has put Sutherland strikers in front. Inside the last 10 minutes.
Heads
Sutherland within touching distance of what would be their third win of the season. That we've seen in the second half, 2 excellent crosses from Lucy Johnson. But it's certainly not over yet. And Shiberis absolutely crowded out. And there's Toomuth back defending. And if you've missed any of the action so far, there's been plenty of it. 5 goals for us here at Harry Denning Centre. And of course, you can go back and watch all of that on the YouTube stream. Just click back and then you can see what's already happened. As Woolley finding Lewis, covered by Galea. Yes. Now, updates. Justin Davies getting updates already. But, yes, we're hearing that Mount Druitt have had a successful trip up to the Central Coast. And a winning goal from the Park Prodigy to Popondetta Princess, Rita Boateng. Mount Druitt 1, Central Coast Mariners 0. As here's Shannon. Now Roberts, she shoots and it's dipping. But it's just wide as well. Yeah. Roberts nearly repeating her wonderful goal-scoring exploits from the first half. Hills, well, it's going to be the 4th and 5th subs that they make, so by process of elimination, that's going to be Madison Tassis and Ashley Houston Richardson. Coming on. Yes. Coming off, Rani Plummer and Mal Ikeda. As I was saying, if you've missed any of the action from today's game, just go back and watch it on a YouTube stream. That's the best thing about Football New South Wales competitions. Going back to the YouTube page for the first time since 2019, I think. We're back there for the 2024 season. But if you want a brief summary from me, just remember, kids, you can't spell victorious without Tory. And Tory's double in the second half is the reason Sutherland Strikers are leading by 3 goals to 2 over Hills United. Put that in the report, Justin. Thank you. My goodness, I've been waiting years to use that line. Years, literally. I'm like that meme from the Titanic. It's been 84 years. Well, not quite, but...
Keep working, Sabo!
Johnson. Galea will not be stopped by Woolley, and Woolley has Lewis running in at the far post. Galea defends it at the expense of a corner. Now, I assume it's going to be Lucy Johnson to take the corner kick, although Lucy Johnson very much in game management mode now. She's pretending to jog to that. So, yeah, that's a Sunday stroll, according to Justin Davies, yes. And it's Hills have left Shannon and Attard up for this. Now, Toomuth wants the cutback. That's where it goes. Now Johnson. And they decide to go on with Emma Jackson. Look over the shoulder from Shiberis. Gets away from Josephine Konyarski. Doesn't play the pass. And, well, what about that? Well, it's going to be a free kick, but I don't know. Possibly a handball, but I just love that Lucy Johnson slide tackle where she slid about 2 seconds before the pass was played and blocked it. So it's like, this is a bit unlucky because it was great anticipation. Oh, Mount Druitt are watching on their phones. Oh, well, in that case, if they're doing stuff like that, well then. Shout out, if Mount Druitt are watching, shout out to the Maltese magician, Rosie Galea. Now a honorary Maltese, Alex Attard, delivers into the 3-player wall. I'm told Attard's a Maltese surname. Now Shembry sends it wide of the goal. Davies has decided that's enough of that. He's going to get some pitchside quotes from the coaches. So It'll be back to the phone if anything significant happens between now and full time. I know that feeling well. Symes restarts with the goal kick, not kept in play. Jackson throws down the line to Shabaris. And Shabaris. Now the cross, which is over Attard. And substitution coming up, and that's the first Southo sub. Oh, a sub happened just after you pack your laptop away, Davies. Oh, no. Josephine Konyarsky, the player to make way in the 88th minute. We got that? Yes. We agree on something, Justin. Now, who's coming on? Hey, time to get these broken binoculars out. I've got nothing for you. I'm so sorry. I need to wait till she's closer, a lot closer. Hey. Well, that there, at least 6. I reckon it's a 6 would be Layla Shapanik? Yeah, 6. By the way, we probably won't see these two players, but I did notice a couple of the Southo subs. Kira Mukatas, number 115, and Stacey Ellis, the backup keeper, number 122, which is real 2011 Men's Asian Cup qualifier vibes. Lockie talking about Tommy Orr wearing 121, I think was his number. Now, I mean, for some of us that reminds us of Emma Ilioski's mum, but anyway. There we go. Near the end. Time to bring all the obscure references out. Justin Davies. Hey, Justin, try and avoid the mud, right? Yeah, you're right? I'll have a look at how his shoes are doing at the end of this game. That decision goes Southo's way. And we're in the 90th minute. The sunset here at Karela has the sun also set on Hills United's chances of getting a result today. Johnson booms one towards the new player, Shapanik. She's got fresh legs. Jackson scrambling. She's also a substitute. Jackson with the foot in there. Takes it outside the box. Now, is she thinking of the corner flag? Not really. Another run from Schmidt. Chambry blocks it, but it's time for strikers to take it easy. They'll go as slowly as the referee allows them. Yet another touch for Johnson. He's had a wonderful game in the center of midfield. Now, did she play the killer ball? Well, it'll run through. And, well, that's going to be full time. And it's a big result for Sutherland strikers. They've defeated Hills United by 3-2. It's their 3rd win of the season. And the team from the Shire will be absolutely delighted with that. They opened the scoring in the 2nd minute through Georgie Lewis. Alex Attard scored a long-range bomb midway through the first half to equalise for Hills United. And Hills United took the lead in the second half through Bianca Gallieni. But from then afterwards, it was Lucy Johnson and Tori Tumeth show. Johnson setting up Tumeth for both the equaliser and the winner in the second half with 2 wonderful crosses. And Tori Tumeth has her first 2 goals for Sutherland strikers. We hope you stick around on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. One last time, let's go through the other women's football streams that are currently in progress. So there's 6 NPL Women's New South Wales games for you to choose from. Bulls FC Academy versus University of New South Wales. That's called by Melissa Muscat. There's also Manly United versus Northern Tigers. MacArthur Rams versus Football New South Wales Institute. Sydney University versus Northwest Sydney Spirit, called by Annabelle Banfield. Yes, her from Interline's under-20 team. And also Blacktown Spartans versus Emerging Jets, called by the People's Champion Nicholas Kudniak. Then from the Arctic Circle, Gladesville Ravens versus Illawarra Stingrays, called by Nikola Pozda, the Serbian Martin Tyler. But for now, on behalf of Football New South Wales and our very patient camera operator Mile, this is Eric Subihano signing off from Harry Denning Centre. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage, wishing you plenty of good vibes, great coffee, 6 Hadoos, Razzlers, and may you one day see your favourite player in the entire world score some very crucial goals just like I did today. See you next time.